This is my 94 S10. I've been putting this together for a little while. When I got it, it hadn't run since 2015. It had these wheels and tires on it. It looked like this without the rack and the toolbox. This front wheel was flat, but I paid 300 bucks for it. I haven't painted it. I mean, I haven't even washed this since. I did put the rack and made the toolbox for it, but it wasn't running. It had a blown engine. But pretty decent body. The interior it's been cleaned up since, but it had a factory stereo. I installed a new DVD player, and the floor mats are mine. Sorry, it's not quite clean. I just drive it every day for the last couple of weeks, waiting for the weather to warm up so I can wash it. But it had a blown motor. Okay, got the hood open, but it had a hole in the block and the oil pan. I couldn't find another engine for it, a direct fit. But I wanted to keep the injection system, everything stock, because I didn't want to change computers. Wow, did that turn out to be a job. So, I bought a 99 engine, this is a 94, that was a lot different. I had to take the heads off of the old motor so the intake would work. And I had to modify the aluminum oil pan because the metal one that came on it had a hole in it from the rod. I had to modify the original one so that, because the engine was out of automatic and this got a standard transmission, but the slave cylinder bolts on down here. But she actually turned out to be a pretty nice truck, but it's not fun pulling a 4.3 with a manual transmission on it, especially in the car cover outside. But she turned out pretty good. I think I'm going to replace this mirror because it looks like it was broke at one time, but somebody put it back together. But it came out pretty good. Okay. Now that I found the keys, put the brake on. But she runs pretty good. The belt's squeaking. It's actually original equipment too. A lot of Chevy people said I couldn't do it, but I did it. Actually sounds pretty good. I did some other modifications to it, like the original engine came with a metal timing cover. I like that because the newer motor had the plastic one. But I put it on there, had to modify it. But she runs pretty good. She drives down the road really good. She's got a really good suspension. But I got this because it's something you don't see in S10s. It has a manual transmission and It's got a floor shifter for the automatic. I mean for the four-wheel drive. I didn't know they had one. But see, it works too. But that's pretty sweet. It came out pretty good. I finally got, the mirror was knocked off of it. Finally got it going. I had another S10. I kind of robbed all the good stuff I put on out. Like this DVD player that's got all my favorite bands on it. SD card. 256 gigabyte. Unbelievable technology. But I replaced the speakers in the door panel and the speakers in the dashboard. And I put the headache rack off of my old Chevy on here. I haven't hooked up the lights yet. There's my, oops, there's my wrench. I got to clean it up again. Clean it. And then this toolbox I picked up for cheap, but it was too big. I couldn't find one for my truck, so I got this one. It was off of a big truck. I mean a full-size Chevy pickup. I cut it in half. And then put it back together again. Took 10 ounces out of the center. But it looks alright. Got the temp tags on it. Got a couple of weird trouble codes I haven't figured out yet. But I'll get it. I got my fog lights up there. But these tires I like because they're brand new. I can't believe they were still good setting for 5 years. But then I like the grill on this. The bumper. And the passenger side looks good. Considering it hasn't had a wash in 5 years. I guess that's pretty good. I'm waiting for the weather to warm up. But I'm pretty proud of this little girl. A lot of work. But it's cool, it's four-wheel drive. Oh, I guess I should have said, what I like most about it is how little I have in putting this truck together. I say I've got about 1,200 bucks into it now. That's everything. So far. Not bad for a low budget find. Oh, and this is my shop. Brian was good and helped me clean up today. It was trashed. But I got pretty much everything I need here. We're doing cars. Do all the computer diagnostic. Engines, transmissions, suspensions, electrical. And this is my waste oil furnace. It's not going right now, but it actually works. I've got to do some alterations to it, but Brian did a good thing, helped me clean up today. Best to have friends. Oh, my welder and my cutting and my plasma cutter. One of these days I'll learn how to use them right, but I can do okay. I actually work out of this place 7 days a week. That's how I make my living. Tim the mechanic. Gotta count my blessings. Go on.